Hi, this is Jacob from Hillcrest RC Flyers, and today I'll be talking to you about the Dynam peaks from natural planes. Alright, so I got this about, I think like a year ago or 2 years ago, and it's lasted pretty good up until then. It's been through a couple of crashes, several crashes actually. Mostly, the problem with most of the causes of those crashes were the prop slipping off. When the prop slipped off, you know, it just stalled out and crashed in the field. And a couple of times the cowl's been shot up at the front. As you can see, it's all white around here. I put the GoPro mount on it, carries out amazingly. You can still, it's still really maneuverable like that. The hinges, they've been torn off a couple times, and the plane still flies great. Yeah, I use a 2200 4-cell, and that flies great. I also had to replace the rudder servo because it stripped after too many hard landings, and I was trying to correct on the rudder, and I guess it was too much stress on that 17-gram servo. So we just had this giant, I don't even know the size of this servo, but it's huge. See my finger? It's way too big, but it works. I just got it in there. And it flies really well in the wind too, so no matter where you live, you can fly. If it's really windy, it handles it fine. Landings, it's really easy, just float it in. I really like this plane. It looks great in the air, it performs great. This prop, this is not the stock prop. I got it at my local hobby shop. It's the same size, it's shaped a little differently. It's not like a aerobatic prop, it's a master air screw. 13x6, I'm pretty sure. And that flies much better. It's a little quieter. Flies really smooth with it. I really like it. The other one was a little off balance. I just couldn't get that to be balanced out like I wanted it to. But let's see. Landing gears. I really like these landing gears. They're very strong. They've ripped out a couple times. You might be able to tell in there. It's really marked up. Wings, they've been cracked. Very tough plane. I mean, it's also very easy to fly. I run this off my Spectrum DX6i, and when I first got it, I had like 20% rates, and now I'm all the way up to full. I was all the way up to full by the end of that day. So yeah, beginner of pilot. I think it's kind of funny. Pilot fell out. I don't know if you can see that, but he's supposed to be in that hole, and he fell out. Speaking of the pilot in the cockpit, it's nice. Pilot's a nice scale-looking pilot. Got a nice dashboard up in the front. I wish you could just get in here because the wiring to this, you can't reach your receiver. So what I had to do, I'm gonna make this better sometime, but I have a piece of tape and underneath, you can see that, but I just cut a hole so I could reach my receiver and get it in and out. Before that, you have to take off the wings and undo all these screws, which took a long time in the building process. I think that took us like 3 days. We were kind of on and off, but yeah, about 3 days. Longest and hardest part is the screws. There's 8 little nuts, and those fell off. I don't have any more screws. I have pipe cleaners and hot glue. So that's what's holding the wing on. Let's see what else I've had to do. Yeah, I've lost all my screws. So they're all, what I suggest doing is putting Loctite because they will vibrate and slip off. And so this plane, I can't really do 3D with it anymore. The knife edge, the servo makes it way too tail heavy, and all the weight we added to the sides and the wings. It's really not 3D anymore. It's really more of a scale. Yeah, scale, relaxing plane now. Just for cruising around, looking really nice. Carrying the GoPro, which does that amazing. I just put that right over the CG of the plane, so there's not even a difference in swan characteristics. I think that's about it. Let me see if I can find anything else. Nope, motor. It's great. I keep saying things just great. It is it's a great plane. But the motor is great. It can go straight up, unlimited, and I like this motor. It's great. And I think that's about it. After a while, the ailerons will wear out, so I think I need to replace the servos because these things are just, I can barely get any throw out of them, but it's fine for me since I don't fly aerobatic or 3D anymore, so it's fine for what I use it for. I really like it. Here's some flight footage. Hi, we finally got a nice day out here at Travis. Sun's out, not too windy. We got a constant slight breeze, and we're just about ready to fly. We brought out Ethan's Piper Cub, which that crashed. Went to the left. I don't know what happened. There's a giant metal ball that's on the left side. I think that might have shifted and it caused the plane to crash. And we just had an ESC cut out over here on the glider when Andrew was flying it. It looked like it took the crash just fine. It came down from like above light pole height, and that's really high. So we'll test that later on. Let's go ahead and show you how this does. Takes off very nice. Even in the breeze. As I said in the review part of this video, I really like this plane just for cruising around and mild, you know, aerobatic. Couple loops, rolls. Very nice plane. See if we can do a little inverted down the field here. Elevator's pretty responsive on the inverted. And pop vertical. Oh, and show you guys how he lands. Alright, that's about it. Great flying plane, you like it. Really fun to fly, really relaxing. Don't let it intimidate you by its aerobatic, sporty looks. It's a great plane. For beginners, so I'm running on this DX6i, so when I started with this plane, I really dialed back everything. And by the end of the first day, I think I said in the review part, I was up to full throw. Really not a hard plane to fly. That's about it. Thanks for watching. Speed.
No! Hi, Albert.
Hey, that was so cool.
I thought you were going to take off and do a hover.
Oh, that was awesome. I was thinking about it, but...